Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't watched this channel before, my name is Matt Wayman. I'm an attorney with the Hammer Law Firm based out of Chesterfield, Missouri. If you have seen this channel before, thank you so much for tuning back in. Today we're doing another day in the life video. I've kind of been just changing the format up of these videos a bit, so I've been doing more day in the lifestyle videos where in between I will explain and kind of just break down an aspect of the criminal justice system and tell you how it operates in real life. Some of these things that, kind of seem complicated, but then when they're broken down seem a little bit more manageable. So if you have anything you want me to address specifically, please feel free to reach out directly. But I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And without further ado, here is a day in the life of a criminal defense attorney. All right, we just got to court, so we're gonna go inside and do the hearing, and I will update you after the hearing. Okay, we're driving back from St. Francis County. We did the bond hearing on behalf of the client. The judge at this point did deny our request for a modification of his bond just due to the seriousness of the charges. He had been doing phenomenally well on pretrial release. There was an issue where I guess the prosecuting attorney was not able to contact the victim in this matter to see how the victim felt. And it was for that reason that the judge did, unfortunately, deny our motion for a modification of bond. I think we will be successful on it in the future, but at this time, she did decide to deny our motion. And that's just kind of how these things work sometimes. So we're on our way back to St. Louis. I wanted to chat with you guys just a little bit about kind of what a preliminary hearing was and kind of how they come about. So all cases, criminal felony cases in the state of Missouri, start off in associate circuit court. And they get to circuit court where they can plea out or go to trial by one of two ways, either by a grand jury indictment, which is a secretive proceeding, or by a preliminary hearing. A preliminary hearing or a probable cause hearing is where the state has to put on evidence to establish probable cause that a crime was committed. It's a pretty low bar. Think like 51% over 49%, or more likely than not. So the state would put on officers to testify as to what they did during the course of their investigation, and they would also put up a victim and or victims onto the stand to testify as to what happened. And generally after that hearing, a judge would find that there was probable cause that a crime was committed, and the case would be bound over to circuit court for resolution. So we just got to the office, so I'm going to hang out here for probably about an hour, just looking at some discovery and picking up some things before we have to head downtown to the city for that diversion meeting. All right, so we were at the office for probably about an hour or so, and now we're heading down to St. Louis City for that meeting. I got most of everything done that I wanted to get done at the office, but I brought a little bit of it with me as well, just so I can finish that up throughout the meeting. So on the way down to St. Louis City, it's about a 25-minute drive. A lot of time in the car today, just because we have a lot of meetings all over the place. It's pretty typical of later in the week where we have a bunch of meetings and court dates in different locations. So I will update you after we get down there and find a room to meet with our clients. So we are here at the civil courthouse downtown. This is right across the street from the criminal courts. We are here because this is the easiest place for me to meet with my clients so that we can both be in the same room and we take this video meeting with the diversion committee. They do some of these meetings by video. I like to be in the same room as my clients so that if they have any questions in regards to what is being asked of them, I can directly answer those questions in real time. So he's about 5 minutes away. We're going to have this meeting, then I'm going to go back to my home office to work for the remainder of the day. All right, so we just made it back to the home office now. It's about 3 o'clock. We've got about another 2 hours until we're going to shut it down. Got to catch up on the emails, make a couple phone calls, and then we'll be done. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. If you got any questions about anything specifically that I talked about today, please feel free to reach out directly or comment down below. Other than that, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and we're going to be back soon with more videos.